Hello and welcome to the latest episode of The Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins. And this video is a very special video because not only am I joined by my lovely wife, Stacey, but we are also joined by our son, Alex, for his first ever appearance on the channel. You okay, Alex?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
And you seem to have brought a friend with you today. Who have you brought?
His name is Colonel Con. His nickname is Colonel, that's what I call him. And he's from a game called Plants vs. Zombies. And
when did you get him for?
He was made in China.
You love your Plants vs Zombies, don't you?
Yes, I got a lot more.
You do. You're very lucky. But what game are we playing today?
No Kuni 2, Reunited Kingdoms, the board game.
Oh, I didn't even know it was the Reunited Kingdoms bit. You've been more prepared than I am. So, why do you want to play this game?
Because I really like the game, and it's really cool, and it's kind of like the game called Pokemon.
Yeah, you love Pokemon too, don't you?
Yes.
And you excited to play, Stace?
Yeah. Obviously, Alex has had a couple of sessions doing it with us without being videoed, and you've had a couple of sessions just running it with Daddy, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you seem to be very confident and know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just a fun game. We like playing. We play it regularly, don't we?
Yeah, this is the 4th time we've played it.
Yeah. So, shall we get started?
Yeah.
Who are we going to fight against? Are we going to fight against DeLorean and his sneaky ways, or the Horned One and his ultra powerful ways?
It just, DeLorean is actually weaker than the Horned One, because if you have one player with DeLorean, it's 8, and if you have one player with the Horned One, it's 9.
Yeah.
And if you have 3 players with DeLorean, it's 16. And if you have 3 players with the Horned One, it's 17. If you have 4 players with DeLorean, it's 20. If you have 4 players with the Horned One, it's 21.
That's right. So which one do you want to fight against?
I don't know.
No? Do you have a preference, Mummy?
Should we do the horned one?
Should we do the Horned One? The final boss.
Slightly harder.
So each time we end the round, he's going to get rid of the quest with the most resources on it. Do you remember that from last time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so let's get started then. What character are you playing as, Alex?
Bracken Meadows. Before fighting enemies, Bracken can add 1 to any of her fight values or any Higgledi's fight values for the duration of that fight, and she has a water Higgledy.
You got your water Higgledy. And who are you today, Stace?
I'm Tanny today, who's the Sky Pirate. And Tanny, once per turn, can add 1 supply or King's Gilder to the inventory. And I've got the little Higgledy that I believe is the air one.
Okay, and I am Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum, the King of Evermore. And my ability is planning, so once per turn, Evan can exchange any 2 resources in the inventory for any 2 other resources. And I've got the Dark Higgledy, which I think is a gravity power.
No, I think it's actually might be called the Ghost Higgledy or maybe the Nightmare Higgledy.
Possibly. But let's get started. So we can go on. We've got all the quests and the enemies laid out. So let's start questing.
And there's a lot of other enemies.
There certainly is, because there's 3 players, so we're using all the spots on the board, don't we?
Yeah.
Whereas
If you have 2 players, you can't use these 2, and if you have 1 player, you can't use the spaces with like these little 2 players or the little 3 ones if you have 1 player.
That's right. Okay, so where are we going to quest first, do you think?
Maybe we should go for, I think maybe because we get 3 experience, 3 money and 2 food.
That's true. That would be a very good one.
Or we could use, cannot find.
Do you want to go for the one with the most resources, or else that one's going to be taken?
Yeah, so we can go for the one with the most resources because that's going to help us build the kingdom.
I think the most resources might be that because that's about 8.
That's
Okay.
8. Yeah.
Also, is there any enemies we want to make sure we get rid of?
I think we should.
Yeah, I think we might want to get rid of that abnormal
Yeah, that was a mistake.
because as long as he's there, every building we want to build is going to cost 1 extra gold.
And also, how much numbers on this adds up to how many those little black things on the enemies. All those numbers adds up to 17.
They get added on to 17 at the end, don't they? Yeah, and that's the score we've got to make in our kingdom to win.
Yeah, so we have to get 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 26, 30, 31.
Yeah, so if we were at the end game now, we would have had to have buildings in our kingdom adding up to 31 to win, or 32 to win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you made a good call on this one with the resources. And I think that one is a 4. We'll add 4 to the end score, and also we'll make the buildings cost more. So I think we want to get rid of him as well, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe we should start with that one because it gets more resources, maybe.
Well, we've got...
Okay, any chance we can do both?
We can do both.
Yeah.
I think I'll go to the wyvern because he's a magic enemy because he's blue on here and magic is my specialty.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a couple of higgledies to make up the 3 characters for the quest. So if I can have someone else's higgledy join me.
Whose higgledy do you wanted?
Well, Mummy's signed hers up. And we should be able to do that because we'll have 6 dice then to roll us
And then
an 8.
Then I'll have to go for the Inferno with my higgledy.
And you could take Tanny with you as well.
So you can have extra dice then, couldn't you?
Yeah. And then remember you can add 1 to one of your fight values, Alex, as
What?
Bracken.
Okay, so that is a fighting one, so I'll add that to 3.
Yeah, so you'll have 3. How much does Mummy have?
2.
And then you've got Higgledy, so we're going to have 6
6
dice on
dice.
both quests.
Okay.
So do you 2 want to roll your dice first? You can roll 3 each.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 11. Oh yeah, we did it.
You did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the sun on the dice is a 6. If the people that watching don't know that, the sun is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 add 11 is 17.
Yeah.
So we beat him.
So we can get rid of Abnorma. We'll get that out.
That's
And then
really
I'll
good.
roll my dice.
Here you go. You've got. Oh. Did
Well, I've already
you
already
do
got
it?
9 and I've only rolled 3, so I've already done it.
So it doesn't matter.
So we can stop. Yeah, because luckily on my one, our highest resource card had one of the weakest enemies. So that
Yeah.
worked out quite nicely.
Yeah. And one of the less resources had like a strong one on there.
Yeah.
And also, but last time we played it, there was a really good resources that had on it, and you and me really wanted to get that, but then there was a really strong one that went on it, and that was not very good, was it?
Yeah, he kept beating me when I was Roland on the quest, didn't
Yeah.
he? I should have used Roland's power, where I could have just got rid of him as long as I didn't do a quest, really. But,
Yeah, but we used the horned one in that one, and we got rid of him.
yeah. Okay, so let's get our resources. So for almost too good to be true, we need 3 knowledge,
3 experience.
3 experience,
Could call it experience, knowledge, or books. whatever
3
you wanna
gold,
call it.
and 2 food.
2 apples.
Okay, and then we need the resources off the other one, the divine silence.
There's also different ways you could call them. You could call the gold money, or could you call the fruit, well, like apples or any fruits.
Yeah. So what you get in there,
So you
Stace?
whatever you want
3
to call them.
experience,
You could
1
just call them.
gold coin, and 2 apples.
2 apples. So that's the
Okay.
questing phase done.
There's loads of things you can call different names of this, but whatever you want to call it, you can name them whatever you want.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to start building our kingdom, don't we? So what are we going to buy? Is there any buildings that...
This one green one provides
1 soar-away suite.
So, Ray Sweet.
Or there's
turn.
the Institute of Innovation, which makes any building cheaper.
Mhm.
But any of the people watching this, the little like suite, actually, if you play Minecraft, they kind of look like ender pearls from Minecraft.
They do. They don't quite have the same effect though.
No, they
Uh,
don't teleport you.
no, I think some enemies you have to have a soar-away suite to be able to fight them.
Yeah.
But we haven't come across those yet. So what are we going to buy? We got the farm, which gives extra food. The ranch, which gives extra food.
But it just, the verdant farm and the sleepy ranch doesn't give us anything to defeat him.
No.
No. So would it be useful to have the
I think
institute if
we
we've
should
got
go
enough?
for the Institute, and then it will make everything else cheaper.
Yeah.
So that's a
So
good...
that will make everything more cheaper so we don't run out of all our resources.
That's true, because so we can then buy more, can't we?
Yeah.
So that costs 4 experience, 2 gold, and 3 food. Okay, and where would you like to put that in our kingdom, Alex?
I'll put it at the top.
At the top, near the horned one. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to buy?
Can we buy anything else? Oh yes, but we can't buy that
Why not?
because it has 2 fruit on it and we only have 1 fruit.
So remember, as the king, I can swap something else for a fruit.
But you can you can use the experience because it needs 1 experience for that and we have 2 experience.
Okay, so we could do that, couldn't we?
Okay.
We could swap that and get the budding lumberyard. Where would you like to put that, Stace?
I don't mind. Next
Put it there.
build it down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking we should put
And then
there.
we can refresh these for next go. And
Now,
remember,
but now we don't have any resources now.
no resources at all, so we've got to do well in our questing in the next turn.
I think after
We'll take the turn away.
it just...
That's one thing I always forget in games, is taking turn things away and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to that.
Once per turn, so I meant to. I could have added a supply, so I could add it now. That's
Yeah,
the turn,
you can
end of
add
the
a supply.
turn.
It just... There's also different there's also different what a difference of these that you can like put on top of them to upgrade
Yeah.
that.
Stacey's got that
thing.
pile of upgrades,
Yeah.
so she can keep an eye on the buildings and see if the things we've got in our kingdom can be upgraded any further.
And that could upgrade into that.
That one can. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
So
pretty
we have to-
sure
But we don't
that
have
one,
enough
because it has
resources.
that icon there, generally means if it's got one of those pictures, it means it can be upgraded.
Yes, like this one.
So that means though these 4 things can be upgraded, but the Hubble Bubbery can't be upgraded.
That's right.
But the 4 things up top can be upgraded.
Yeah, so next time,
Upgraded.
if we've got enough resources, we can look at upgrading or buying something new. We'll have a look. But do you want to draw a couple more enemies, Alex, to go on these quests?
So the first one is Inferno.
Oh, that's a nice easy one, isn't it?
Yeah, we had that last time.
Yeah.
And the second one is... It's like the same one of this
That
guy.
goes on.
It's like a desert one of that one.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, as you said, it's kind of like Pokemon, and that's the evolution of that one.
Yeah.
Because it's got an extra... What's the ability on it, Stace? Can you-
Fighting.
But there's the text. What does the
Oh.
text say?
Can I see?
Let Stacey read it.
At the end of each turn, this monster is on a quest. Remove 1 resource of your choice from the inventory.
Okay, so what does that do? Gets rid of one of our resources.
Yeah.
But we only have 1 thing.
So we want to get rid of him.
Get rid of him! So we have to get 8.
Okay, so
You
is
could-
there any quests in particular people want to go for?
I'll go for him.
Okay.
Because he can have an extra roll then as well.
Yeah.
And I put a Higgledy.
Yeah. Does anyone want to come with me?
I don't think you
I
need
don't
to
think you need
because
to.
you can add an extra point to your fight. So you and your Higgledy have got 4 dice to roll 8. So I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Right, wanna
But
do
what
that one
happens if I
first
get
then,
to?
Emmett?
What happens if I get 1, 1, 1, 1?
Well, we'll just have to do
Well,
that.
we'll see how we get.
Can I have it, please? I can't read.
Hold on, we'll get all our characters assigned first.
Okay.
I think. Oh well, hang on. What came out? That one has. We need to get rid of that one
'Cause that one had
for the end of the turn because it's got the most resources.
Yeah.
So that gets discarded as
Right.
well.
So should we get a new boss?
Get a new one.
We'll get a new quest and a new enemy.
Okay.
Which is
So it's the skelly plums.
Skellyplasm.
Awesome.
Right.
There's a
I
sword.
think
Wait, if we defeat, why do
either one of these two. I think we may.
just also the Skeleplasm has an angel tear on his card. What does that mean, Daddy?
That means if you beat an enemy with that icon, then you get an angel tier.
But
Like with this one, if you beat that one, you get a sweet.
But also, when we beat it, like the boss that that big mushroom, but the other one that had free food on it.
Oh well, yeah. We should have taken 3 extra food when we beat that. Then good.
So-
Well spotted. Okay.
So we have 4 food.
So Stace, I think we've got a choice. Either we've got a 3-2-2 over here, a 4-2-1, or a 3-1-3.
I think you should go for the 2-4-2-1.
They're all 7, so any of those could be taken as the top resource.
No,
card.
but the 4-2-1, you have to get 9.
Yeah, but they're all fairly low, and they're all 3. Or do we want to go for lower resources, but only have 2 spots on, so that we can do a few more quests? Because like this one's a 6, but it's only 2 characters. So, and it's a ranged one, which is your specialty.
Yeah.
So you could do that one and have
And
4 dice to roll 8,
Okay.
and I could just go for something
So
else.
anything that you've got.
Do you want
Yeah.
to go for
I could just go for the
That one that's got some coins on it.
get the coins and
get the coins,
get the angels
coins.
tier as well,
Yeah.
and then we're doing 3 quests.
But it just on that little like the one that just got discarded last. Did you take that?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that last one.
Okay.
I remembered for a
Maybe
change.
we just
Just-
need to explain to people how we're rolling a certain number of dice each time.
Okay, yeah, sure. Would you
Because-
like to explain with your character?
So I'm here, and this is a ranged fighter
Yeah, because of the green
because
in
of
the
the
bottom.
green in the bottom. And if we look at Tanny's card, Tanny has 3, so that means that she can have 3 dice for her ranged ability. And then because I've got my Higgledy, that always adds 1, so that means I can have 4 dice, and I have to roll a total of 7 to beat this, don't I?
Hedgehound.
Hedgehound, yeah. Whereas if we look at Alex's Bracken,
It's always 2, so I could go for anything.
it's
Yeah.
always 2, but you have your special ability, you can add an extra 1 to any of these.
Yeah.
This character is a fighting one that he has to get
Because it's yellow.
because of it being yellow, so he can have
So
3.
I upgraded my fighting one to 3.
Yep, and your Higgledy.
So I get 4 dice.
You get 4
Yeah.
dice to get at least more than 7 to base
Because-
it, yeah?
Yeah, I think you're going to get
Because-
more then. That's how I play it anyway.
Because if you have a Higgledy on your quest, you always get 1 extra dice from him.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's why you're always Bracken, isn't it? Because
And also,
Bracken's the most balanced.
yeah, and also, if we still had her in the game and we defeated the skeletons, this one Higgledies cannot fight this monster unless a player characters. That's not the one I actually meant to. I thought that was actually the one I meant to. But I remember playing with one that said you can't fight this monster until you have 1 angel tier.
Yeah, that's true. And there's lots of different things on the enemies. Like this one, you have to re-roll the highest dice, and this one, Higgledies actually get stronger against that one because Higgledies get 1 extra fight value.
So he's like no sense. Mean.
Sorry?
He helps the Higgledies. He's nice to the Higgledies.
Well, he's weak against Higgledies. Higgledies are super effective against the stellar jelly.
Oh.
But yeah, just looking briefly at Evan, as you can see, I've got a 4 in my magic stat. So that means against any enemy that is a magic enemy, so has a blue in the bottom left-hand corner, I get 4 die plus my Higgledy, so I'll get 5 die against that one.
And also, the people that are watching this, the No Kuni United Kingdoms video game is a long time. My daddy has completed it already. It took about 60 hours of completing it. And also, he has fighted the stellar jelly, but he does not like him and he hates the stellar jelly. I hated the stellar jelly bosses.
I never could quite get the hang of them. Managed to beat them, but they always hurt me a lot more than anything else.
Yeah, but also,
You do your role, Mummy.
But also in some battles, Daddy loses 2 people and only has 1 person
Okay,
left.
so I rolled 10.
And that person
That's a
has
7.
really low health.
Yeah.
And we get an extra gold.
Win-win.
Right, are you ready to roll your 4, Alex?
Yeah. I have to get 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably sure if I do it. If I get a 6, I'm definitely gonna do it.
Oh.
It's like Jumanji. It's a 3.
What do you mean?
It was a 3 on the dice.
It was a 3 on the dice. So
But it's like the end.
4,
I still did it.
8, 13. So you're fine. Okay, so that one's done.
Yay.
So I got 5 dice. Well,
Yeah,
I can't really lose at this because I got 5 dice to roll 5. So
you got 6.
and we get an angel's tear for beating that
Get the
skeleton.
angel.
Haven't you had to roll all my dice
It
yet?
does also, when the dice fall on the floor, that was kind of like Jumanji, because when the end of the first Jumanji movie, it just there was an earthquake and the dice goes down the floor to the dirt, and Alan got a 3 and he won the game.
He did. Right. So how many resources do we need?
5 experience.
Okay.
And 1 food.
Okay.
We've almost run out of experience and almost run out of food.
Okay, but I've got 3 experience and 3 food on mine.
Oh.
And we need 4 gold for my one. You've got your quest card there, Steph. Thank you.
Get all the gold.
So we got a good pile again. So
Okay,
do we want to buy new things or do we want to upgrade?
Shall we upgrade?
What would you like to upgrade?
We could upgrade the building lumberyards to
okay.
6.
This would be the towering lumberyard, so we'd need 4 experience and 5 food to do that.
And we can reduce one of those by 1 because we already have the institute.
Oi!
So
So
we,
we could do 4 of each, maybe.
so only 4 food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Food.
Okay, so it goes on
So
top.
on the lumberyard. So that one.
Yeah, it's 6.
So that's going to help us in the.
So
Final
we're
battle.
on 8.
So how much does it cost to upgrade the other institute?
About 3 experience, 2 money, and 2 food.
You could do that.
So we could barely do it.
Yeah, we could do that.
We barely did it because we only had 1 extra experience.
Okay.
That's fine. So we'll upgrade that one. And what ability does that give us, Stace?
That gives
Each time you build a kingdom card, you can reduce one of its costs by 3 now.
So that's going to make something a lot cheaper, isn't it? So can we build anything else?
We got 3 gold and 2 food, and then you
I don't think we could build anything because we only have 1 experience and all of them cost more than 1 experience.
What does the
Remember,
card
this
do?
institute's going to reduce it by 3, and as Evan, I can always swap some stuff if we need to.
Yeah.
So you could do the Humber Bazaar because we have the gold and the food, and that just reduces that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like maybe
We haven't got
should,
enough of this one yet.
Maybe we should try and get the sleepy rat.
Haven't got enough of that
Maybe
one.
we should.
Well, we could if I
get
swap
the-
things.
Yeah, we could get the farm or the
Two,
sleepy ranch because we don't really have that
Yeah,
much food.
You could swap your 2 gold for 2 more experience points, at least, and you could get all of that.
Well, we'd only need to swap 1 gold, wouldn't
Yeah.
we? Because we could reduce that to 2, and we've got 1. So we'd
Yeah.
only need 1 extra
One.
experience. So we could
So
get the barracks,
you could
the
get-
ranch, or the farm, or the bazaar, really.
So it's our turn over.
No,
Yeah.
we're trying to do this
Should we
now,
get the barracks?
because that will give us 3
Yeah,
more
let's
points.
get the barracks.
Okay, so
So that's going to cost us 1 gold plus the 1 we're using for the extra experience.
Let's
And
get
both
the
food.
barracks.
mhm.
If we now will.
There you go, banker.
Thank you.
so we'll get the barracks.
So our city's taking shape. Let's get rid of that. Do you want to draw another building out, Stace?
Mhm.
And then Alex, we're going to need to draw 3 more monsters.
Yeah, I'll get 3 more monsters.
Right.
Should I get them now?
Yeah.
And
out of
as
the
Tanny
ones-
Oh, this
pirate,
one.
I'll give you
This
an extra
this
food.
one's easy. It's called goo. It's called goo goo.
Right, put
Goo
that.
is the easiest
on
one,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
We need to take away the
we need
highest.
to take one. We've got 3 that are 7, so we've got a choice of getting rid of that one, or that one.
Does it matter?
I think maybe
It's
we
just
should.
whether you want to go for the highest or most awkward enemies.
I
Well, if you
think.
can get rid of the most awkward enemies, that makes it more
I think
easier
that.
for us, isn't it?
But I thought that one's the hardest because that's a 10.
Put that on there.
It's a 10, it's the strongest one. This one you have to re-roll the highest dice, so that
Okay,
could be
I think
awkward.
maybe we should get rid of him.
Should we get rid of
Put them
him?
under
So
there
the
then.
horned one has got rid of that one.
It's kind of helpful, the horned one. And
Well, you lose your resources because now we've got a quest that doesn't actually. Well, you only get 3 resources from that one.
and the next one is Manticore, half lion, half crocodile.
Is that what you think?
Oh.
Yeah.
He's very strong, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going to quest?
No, I thought I have to pull I thought I had to pull one more.
I did it.
Mummy did what?
I put it on there.
Oh, that's an easy one.
So we don't have a lot of resources. Well, that one's a 7, so we might want to go for that one. We got 2 7s, so we got a ranged 7, although that's a ranged one as well. So you
Yeah.
2 might want to.
5. So
I
I,
would-
could go with that one, and then
Yeah.
maybe an extra higgledy with me.
Yeah, because how many dice would you have for that?
So that's 3, 4, and an extra higgledy would be 5 to get just
Who
10.
do you want? The Nightmare or Water?
I'll have yours. Yours is closest.
Okay. And then
Okay,
should we do another quest, Alex?
Okay,
We
me.
could do this one.
Yeah, with me, you, and your Higgledy.
Yeah,
Let's go for Inferno.
because can add 1 to your ranged attack, so you'll have 3 dice.
Yeah.
And then
So since that's a bow, I'll add my bow to 3.
yeah, I only bring 1 plus my higgledy, so we'll have 5 dice for that. But I think we should.
So should we roll first? Should I roll first?
Yeah, you can roll 3 and I'll roll 2.
Okay. So you got 6.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah, good.
What?
Because I'm gonna defeat her anyway. Because you can't get 0.
there. We go.
How much did we get? We got 5, 6, 9. 9, 13. We got 18.
Well done. We smashed that one. So we beat
Smash-
that, and we got a
smashed
sweet.
her.
Got a sweetie.
Got a sweet for that one.
Sweetie!
And then Stace can roll for against her glumshroom. You can roll 1 dice, Alex, because your higgledy's there.
I think she's already
6.
Yeah, she's already beat her anyway.
8, 10, 12.
Oh, yeah, she's already beat her.
Okay,
Oh, no.
just roll.
And that was a 6 anyway.
That's 18 as
Oh, so
well.
we smashed the glumshroom as well.
Smash! Smash! Smash in the face.
Okay.
Smash her in the face.
No extra resources for beating that.
Colonel Pole just whipped her in the face.
So, 2 food,
And I have mine. You've already back.
2 gold, and 3 experience points.
Oh, finally, we got experience.
And we're going to get another 3 experience from this one.
I keep on dropping the
3 experience,
I almost dropped the experience then.
1 gold, and 3 food. Have you done your extra resource for this turn, Stace?
No, this is about to, I do it
Free
right
food.
at the very,
Was
very
it free
end.
food?
It was,
2 food.
yeah, 3 food.
Okay. I thought it was 2 food. Okay. So what should we buy?
Well, we can upgrade the barracks perhaps because there's an icon on here.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be able to afford to do lots of things, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so the barracks to upgrade would be 4 experience, 4 gold, and 2 food.
And we can reduce 1 by 3.
There's still a lot of the enemies out from the cards we haven't beat yet because the mouse guard we haven't really been fighting him. We haven't fighted him yet.
We haven't
fought him.
We haven't fought him any.
That's all right. We'll
It's
worry
okay,
about
don't
that in a minute.
worry.
We've still got 2 turns left for that.
Let's just do this first, babe.
So we could, yeah, upgrade the barracks and like only spend 1 gold because our gold is our lowest.
Okay, so that would be 4 experience, 1 gold, 2 food.
No.
Alex.
Gold isn't the lowest. The angel tier and the sweet is the lowest.
Oh, well, that's true, but we don't use those for building.
Okay.
So
Okay, do you want to do that one? 4 experience. 1 gold, because we've reduced that by 3. And 2 food.
Okay, one gold.
we've upgraded our barracks.
How many?
2 food.
Just the 2 food. And then we still got quite a bit left to build something else.
Okay, what is it?
I mean, this would provide gold each turn, but doesn't give us any power against him.
Can I just count?
Or
So that's 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 21.
And we've got 16.
So we need to get to 21.
at least, unless other.
And there may be more stronger baddies to come out yet.
Yeah. So there could be that stronger dragon. I think his name was Drago.
Yeah, we
What
need.
about getting this one? Have we got 3 food?
We've got 3 food.
And we got 3 experience.
No, we
or-
have 2 experience.
Right, but we could change one of the food into experience.
I can swap the spare food into an experience.
And then we could have 2 gold rather than 5 and reduce it.
Yeah. So we could do the
And
training
then at least
ground.
we get 3 more points.
And then that's
So-
going to give us an experience point every time we.
So what does that mean?
So 3, 3,
And that gold.
and then 2 gold only.
So we've just got 1 gold left. But we're going to get an experience every time we defeat a monster now.
Yeah.
Pop that over here then, Alex.
So our highest experience or resource quest this time is this one. So we've got to get rid of that one.
We're getting rid of Manticore.
And what I really like actually is these quests are actual quests from the game
Yeah.
as well, from the PlayStation game.
Yes.
So
Right, I'll give you my
Because-
one back from the pirate.
You could play this on the PlayStation. We don't know if it's on the Xbox. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Pass these out then, Alex.
oh, when you complete this quest, gain any 8 resources of your choice.
Zapwing. Zapwing. I'm singing it like Batman.
You are. That one and this one.
Fog.
Thog. Oh, it's a relatively strong one.
Yeah. This is Dabla. You must discard 1 angel tier to fight this monster. This is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, so that one's going to go on there.
But we can only fight her if we have to give this angel tier back to the bank.
She's strong, but then we'll get 2 food and 2 gold for killing her.
Yeah.
And she's on one of the strongest resource quests,
Oh,
I
that's
think.
that's kind of bad. She's a 16 magic. Maybe Daddy should go for that.
That's a daddy one,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And maybe I should upgrade my magic and go with him.
And I think, because this one is an 8 resources. So we want to do that one. So I think,
No, 0 resources.
No,
Yeah,
because
but if
can
you read
choose
it-
8 if
Alright,
you're choosing.
When you complete this quest, gain a new 8 resources of your life. Oh my god.
so I think we want to do this one. So you might want to upgrade your magic and go on this one.
Okie dokie. Because I already upgraded my magic, but a good that's magic and so is that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does Mummy want to come with me?
Yep, or I've only got 1 magic, so I can either bring myself or a Higgledy.
Well, we could go 1 each.
Oh, or I could do that I mean, what's that one? That's 16 though, isn't
That's
it?
16, yeah, you won't be able to do that
So
with
with
two dice.
Two dice.
You could go for. You can't do the zap
You
wing.
could go for Zapwing,
No, but you can only get a 6 on the one dice.
yeah, but
I've got
because that's a
3.
ranged enemy, Stace would
Okay.
only be able to have three dice for that.
Okay, she can try that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah, so how
I
many?
get about 5 dice, I think.
5 die?
5 dice.
You've
So
got to
I-
get 15.
14. Yeah, bigger than 14.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they went everywhere. So 7, 10, 15, 20.
There
I
you go.
smashed them.
So Thog is gone and we got another sweet for beating Thog.
I smashed them.
Well done.
I just smashed them.
Stace's turn.
You know, I'm gonna say this every time I get a bigger number, a really big number than
Biggest.
him. Candlepop just whipped him in the face with his leaves.
Okay.
So I get 3 die and I need to beat
9.
8 or 9.
Yeah, beat 8.
Yeah, get bigger than 8. 3. Yeah, you got bigger than 8 because 3
13.
and 5
And
make.
you get a sweet for beating the Zapwing.
Wait, we're getting tons of sweets.
I know, we usually don't get any sweets, do we?
Yeah, we normally get 1 sweet.
And I got 10, 11, 12, 14. So I failed.
That's the first time we've ever. That's the first time we failed in this game.
Yeah.
But also, mistakes sometimes are best because at least you learn from your mistakes.
That's true, but we've lost our Angels tier now, so we're not going to be able to fight that one again next time.
For shame.
Uh,
For shame.
Right, you
Yeah.
want to take your
For
card for your
shame,
resources,
Dahlia.
Alex?
do your resources, Alex.
Yay. I don't. Okay, I can choose any I like. Should I get my angel tier back? Should I get.
I don't know. No, you have to. It's only 8.
It's
of
only
those, isn't it?
building resources,
Oh,
yeah.
I want to get 1 angel tier.
Not
Unfortunately
allowed.
not.
Can't get the angel tier. So
Right.
I'll try and get experience.
I
since
got
we
2
don't.
apples and I get a extra
Sweet.
sweet anyway.
Oh, so
What-
we got
what-
loads of sweets.
What do you think we should get from that? Then I can get how
Well,
much?
we're definitely gonna need some experience and some gold. So
Yeah.
maybe split it 4 and 4.
So should I get
Don't put those in the mouth.
just which one do you think
Well, if we get 4 and 4, we'll be able to afford it, so that's fine.
how okay, so 4 experience, 4 gold.
Yes.
Yeah. And then remember, as the king, I can swap 2 things anyway. So if we need to
Swap it.
swap
Okay.
anything, we can.
I got that.
Right. So
Okay.
I've got all them.
So we can buy some new things, or we can upgrade the training ground.
You could upgrade the training rounds.
If we upgrade the
Oh.
training ground,
We need 2 extra knowledge from
Oh,
our
yeah.
basic training ground because we beat 2 enemies.
okay.
So we get 2 knowledge there.
Wow, we have a lot of knowledge. We have about like 6 knowledge.
Okay. So
Okay. So if we want this one, it would be 4 to 4. Does that still count?
Yeah.
So we could reduce one of these by 3.
probably the food, I would think, because that's our lowest.
So we could have 4, 2, 1.
And what does that give us if we get that training ground?
Provides 3.
Free experience each time you defeat a monster.
Oh,
Just
that's
a
big,
single
isn't it?
monster, yeah. Okay, you adding those in, Alex?
Okay.
It is expensive.
Well, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Well, at least we got everything on our board upgraded.
Yeah, and now we've probably got enough to get something else.
Yeah.
Because we've still got 2 experience, 2 food, and 3.
What's
So-
a mining camp? No one.
I remember that we can reduce one of these by 3
And I can swap things.
anyway. So,
So the mining camp gives 1 resource of our choice.
We have a load of sweets. We have 4 out of the 5 sweets.
I know.
nice thing we can upgrade that next time.
Yeah.
Because we would have 1 more. So you could do 2, 2, 1.
2, 2, 1.
No, 2, 2,
2,
0.
0.
Oh, 2, 2, 0.
Mhm.
Yeah. So 2 experience, 2 gold,
2, 2, 0.
and no food.
No food.
At least we don't have to give them any food.
Okay. Before I
You
place
can
that,
get-
get rid of that.
You could do 1 more.
What?
You could technically do this because you've got 2 food, 1 gold, and we could have no experience.
And we could get one. We could get one food each turn.
Yeah, let's do it.
But
we could maybe upgrade it.
But that doesn't really matter anymore because this is our last turn.
No, but we could maybe upgrade it, and there'll probably be a farm that will give us some boosts.
Yeah.
So we did that one.
And that, thank you.
What's our highest resource one now? 2, 4. I think it's going to be that one.
Okay,
So that one's going to get discarded.
Dang it. We wanted to get that food and money.
Yeah, but we couldn't fight that enemy anyway because we didn't have an angel's tier, so that's not a bad
Well, you
thing.
failed.
I did fail. I let the side down.
I'll get the new 3 enemies.
Yeah.
First enemy, drum roll. Whamster banger.
Ah, that's the weakest.
Another drum roll. A Dynagu.
A Dynagoo. An electric goo. Right?
But it doesn't give. It says 0.
Yeah, so that's not going to help the horned one.
The Whamster clanger.
Oh, that's another weak one too.
We've got like 4 mouses.
4 mice.
4 mice.
Actually 5 mice.
No, I think we've been quite lucky on this one that we've...
Because we've got 5 mice because of the Whamster changa, the
Chinchilla.
the Whamster pranger, the mouse guard, and the Whamster banger.
Yeah.
So we still haven't beaten the stellar jelly.
No, we might want to go for that one this time because this is the last turn, so we want to get rid of the enemies with the highest numbers to help the horned one, don't we?
Yeah.
So we've got 1, 2. We've got 3 enemies that have 2, so we might want to split up and take them on.
So that's a magic one, so that's Daddy, you'll have to come over
I'll
here.
take on the splasher and try and get 9 from 4 dice.
I can do any.
Is there a range one or are they both?
This one is a melee, so that might be Bracken's specialty.
Yeah, that's mine. And Mummy can go for the Dynagu maybe.
Oh, there's no point going for that because that's got none anyway.
So
So the only thing is,
okay.
Chris.
Yeah.
That one's a 16, and Alex gets an extra die.
True.
So he would get 3.
And I could use my.
And Higgledees get
And
+1.
Higgledees get +1. So he
you
would
could
be
take
better with...
my Higgledy as well, and he would then get 7 die.
So
Whereas
I need the 6 dice,
I
and
get
then
2
after I've rolled.
with my Higgledy anyway, I get 3, and I
Yeah.
only need to get 6 anyway with 3 die.
Good
Okay.
call, good call.
So can I roll
No
my
point in
6
doing-
dice, my 7 dice? After I rolled all my 6 dice, you have to roll another one.
Well, we'll see. You might already have 17 by then.
Yeah, so 5. I think this might have been an unlucky. 5, 7, 9, 6 and 9 is 15. Oh wow, 20.
Ah, so that's already smashed.
Smashing with the leaves of kernel.
Leaves of kernel. So I'll roll my 4 to try and beat this
Okay,
Grinchilla
stick.
Splasher. 6, 9, 11.
6, 9, 11.
So I didn't fail this time.
At least
And Stace, you get what? 3 die?
3 dice.
Yeah. 3 die.
And I have to get
7.
7.
Wow, you did it.
11,
Easy.
13.
Maybe it's because you've got a son. You've
Okay,
got the
so
son of the
resources.
6.
Alex, resource.
Okay.
So we need 1 gold and 1 food
1 gold, 1 food.
from that one. That's your character's
Mine, we get 2 food.
Stace gets 1 gold and 1 food.
Wow, we do not have any experience.
That's alright.
Well, we're going to get loads of experience in a second anyway.
Yeah.
I got 2 experience for that quest, but we beat, so get 2 experience from that, but we also beat 3 enemies, so we're going to get 9 experience.
Yeah.
Which is going to be all of it.
No, I thought that was 11 experience.
That's only 8.
Yeah, so that's all right.
That's
I think
9.
we earned too much. So this is our last things that we can
So,
buy.
shall we upgrade the farm?
The ranch, yeah.
So the ranch would be 2, 3, 4, but then you minus one of those to 3. So
And then we need to minus the gold because we haven't got it. We've only got 1.
So-
One money gold.
So
Yeah.
2 experience, 4 food, Alex, please.
Okay.
And then, can we upgrade the mining camp?
Maybe?
Okay, well, if we
No, 5.
we would have to reduce the gold again. Do we have 3?
No, we
don't-
can't do
okay.
that one.
So
Even with my swapping, we can't make that.
Yeah, because
hold
we
on.
don't have
Could
any
you
food.
Swap.
Oh, no, yeah, because I don't...
Oh.
Let me explain to the viewers, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you swap those two because you are king,
Mm-hmm.
you could put that one to a gold, that one to a food.
Yeah.
Do that first so we can show. That means that if we reduce this one by 3, that would be a 1, a 2, and then we still have 3, and then that card
Good spot.
is done.
Yeah, I wasn't sure reading it. Exchange any two for any 2 other resources. I'm not sure you can mix
Maybe
and match.
she
but-
spotted it because she's a science teacher.
It's not clear unless you check in the book. We have to check
So
the next
that's,
one.
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
all of our turns done though.
So
Okay.
we need to add up.
So I'll see. So we have 9, 16, 20, 24, 29.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 12.
Not 12. Remember, we're a 3-player game, so he starts
17.
with 17.
Oh, I thought we had 2s. So we have 18, 19, 20, 21. We beat him.
We smashed the horn one. Even if we did make a mistake on the mining camp at the end, then we still would have won.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry too much about that. So that was victory.
Yay!
Good game.
You did it.
That was the worst high five ever.
And then
I did.
It
Did I do a
hurts
better
me.
high five than you?
Yeah, you did much better than Mummy.
you forget about my thumb though.
Oh yeah, you were
Oh yeah,
fine.
you hurt your thumb.
So what do you two think of the game?
It's a really good game, and I think the people watching this should get this game because it's really fun and it's a really good game.
Yeah, and it's really affordable, which is a
Yeah.
bonus as well. It's probably the cheapest game in my collection, I would think.
How much money?
Show the viewers how much that one cost.
Yeah.
That one was in Black Friday, so I think with the shipping it was £19, but it's usually available between 20 and 25. It's just whether you have to pay shipping on top, but even so, I think, well, we've played it 5 times already, so, and I don't think we're going to be stopping anytime soon.
No.
So I think it's well worth the money.
It's nice that the fact that you are working as a family to beat your enemies.
Yeah.
It's good for counting for kids, getting them to understand
The game.
the game, getting them to strategize what counters to get, which ones to choose, which enemies to fight first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that it's cooperative because I think so many games, particularly family board games, descend into arguments and tantrums and boards
Yeah.
getting thrown in the air and
Yeah.
everything all over the place. Whereas this, because we're working together, it's much more harmonious.
Because lots of the board games they normally fight against each other, and the person who normally loses sometimes throws the board
Yeah,
to the ceiling.
You've done that with Monopoly once, Alex.
Yeah.
we've definitely done that with Monopoly in the
And
past.
also, but if it's a team game, it would be way much better because when you're a team, there won't be much tantrums.
Yeah,
But if you lose to the enemy, then your kid might get a tantrum.
oh maybe, but then at least it's at the end of the game and the game's not being ruined halfway through.
Yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed watching that playthrough and that you'll join us again sometime. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye now.
And also,
They're gone, Alex.
Daddy will cut it off.
not fair.
I think you talked enough, Alex.
You
No, I